Dear students, today we are going to start with Unit 4 of Soft Computing, that is Deep Learning. This is the first video of Unit 4. Today we are going to discuss some basic things about Deep Learning. So in the introduction of Deep Learning, these are the points that we are going to discuss. What is Deep Learning? Why do we need Deep Learning? Applications of Deep Learning. What is Deep Neural Network? Activation functions used in Deep Learning. Working of neural networks. So to start with Deep Learning, generally the three key concepts are associated with this topic. One is artificial intelligence, second is machine learning, and third is deep learning. These three key points are related with each other, that is shown in this diagram. So deep learning is a part of machine learning and machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is a broad concept rather than the technology. So what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the ability of a computer program to function like a human brain. AI means to actually replicate a human brain, the way human thinks, works and functions. So the characteristic of the human is that the human can think, human can learn and apply that knowledge to solve the different problems. So when we imply or when we apply this intelligence to the machine, in that case the machine will behave like a human. That machine will have the capability of thinking, learning and applying that knowledge to solve the different problems, and that concept is called as the artificial intelligence. One of the example of AI is the Sophia, the most advanced AI robot present today. Now we come towards the machine learning. So machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, is a technique of passing data, learn from that data and then apply what they learn to make the decision. So whenever you are discussing any machine learning problems or any machine learning algorithms, your machine learning algorithms always based on the sample data. So these algorithms extract the features from the sample data, learns through that example and apply that knowledge to solve the different problems like classification, regression or the prediction. Then deep learning. So deep learning is the subset of machine learning and these deep learning always used to solve some complex algorithm, and this deep learning is based on the artificial neural network. Again, this artificial neural network is based on the structure and the function of the brain. So you might have clear about what is artificial intelligence, machine learning and the deep learning. Difference between machine learning and the deep learning. These are the some points of differentiation between these two. Machine learning can handle large amount of structured data, but it cannot handle large amount of unstructured data like images, audios and videos. So in real-time situation, most of the time we have to analyze the images or audios or videos. In that case, machine learning algorithm will not give you the good performance as the deep learning gives. So deep learning is suitable for handling large amount of unstructured data using the neural network. The second point of differentiation is that in machine learning algorithm, feature extraction process is done manually or by the data scientist. In case of deep neural network or in case of deep learning, neural network is responsible for feature extraction. Thus this process is automatic in case of the deep learning. To clear, for example, suppose we consider the machine learning algorithm for classification. For example, here we consider the decision tree for the classification. So this diagram represents the decision tree for the two classes. The first class is to buy a vehicle or don't buy a vehicle. So whenever we are having the classification or whenever we have to do the classification, you are given with the data set, and that data set is represented in the form of features. So in this case, if you are provided with the data set of vehicle, in that case that data set is in terms of the features, that model, mileage, color and make. These are the features of that particular data, and then you are applying those features to the any of the classifier, and that classifier classifies your data into one or the other class. So in case of if your features are not explicitly given, then in that case you have to extract those features manually, and those features are given to the machine learning algorithm for the classification. To more clear this point, here there are two diagrams. The diagram above that particular line depicts the machine learning algorithm, and the diagram below the line depicts the deep learning algorithm. So in this diagram, we are given with some input as a image, and that image will provide some object. This machine learning algorithm has to identify whether that object is car or it is not a car. So to identify that object is car or not a car, first we have to extract the features. So what might be the features of car? It may be the dimension, it may be the color, it may be the make, or the number of wheels present into the object. If the number of wheels are 4, then and then only we can proceed for the classification. So these are the features which are extracted either by the dataset or maybe manually, and then they are given as an input to the classifier. That classifier may be the neural network, it may be the naive-Bayes classification, or it may be the decision tree classification. But in case of deep learning, we are provided only with the image of the object, and that image is given as an input to the deep neural network. Then this deep neural network is responsible for feature extraction as well as the classification, and will provide you the class of that particular object. So this feature extraction and classification process is the responsibility of neural network. Thus, feature extraction process in case of machine learning is explicit or manual, but in case of deep learning it is done automatically by the neural network. And the third point of differentiation is that example of the machine learning algorithms are logistic regression, naive-Bayes algorithm, or the support vector machine. The types of neural network used for the deep learning are convolution neural network, that is CNN, and recurrent neural network, that is RNN. The next point is, why do we need deep learning? To process huge amount of data, we require the deep learning. As machine learning algorithms work with huge amount of structured data, but deep learning algorithms can work with large amount of unstructured data, so we require the deep learning. To tackle with more complex problems, we require the deep learning. To achieve the best performance with the help of when the large amount of data is applied. As the amount of data increases, the performance of machine learning algorithm decreases. To make sure the performance of a model is good, we need deep learning. And the last is feature extraction. The machine learning algorithm extract patterns or the features based on labeled sample data, while deep learning algorithms takes large volume of data as an input, analyze that input, and extract the feature and identifies the similar object. So for this reason, we are moving towards the deep learning algorithms. We will see some of the applications of deep learning. First application is the healthcare. So most wide area where the deep learning is applied is the healthcare, particularly in the cancer detection. So nowadays there are different types of cancer present, and in this particular thing, that if with the diagnosis of that particular cancer is fast, in that case the results will be more better. So this deep learning helps to detect cancerous tumor in the human body. The next application is the robot navigation. So deep learning can be used to train the robots to perform the human task. Nowadays we use the robots in industry for the manufacturing, in security purpose, whereas we can use these robots in the defense to recognize the objects or the obstacles. So this deep learning can be used to train the robots to perform the different tasks. The third application is autonomous or the driving cars, like a Google car. So these cars have the deep learning. With the help of this deep learning, these cars are imparting some intelligence, and these cars can able to detect the objects which are there on the road, or these cars can identify the different road signals. If whether the signal is red, so it can stop the car. If the signal is green, then it can proceed the car. So So these autonomous or self-driving cars is one of the application of deep learning. Then next application is the language translation. A given word, phrase or a sentence in one language automatically translated into the another language, and that is real time. So if you visit some other country where we have some text in Japanese or Chinese and you require the translation of that in Hindi or English, then you can scan that particular text and deep learning application or deep learning app can convert that particular Japanese text into an English text for you, and that to real time. The next application is the music composition. These are the some upcoming applications of deep learning. So deep neural networks can be used to produce the music by making computers learn the patterns in the composition. The next application is colorization of the image. Use the object and their context with the photograph to color the image. So if you are given with some image, so by recognizing their context or by recognizing the type of that particular image, the deep learning algorithms can give the color to that particular image. So this can be one of the application, colorization of. So as we see, the deep learning is a technique which is based on the artificial neural network. So we have already discussed artificial neural network in our previous units, that's unit 1, 2 and 3 of soft computing. So what is difference between the artificial neural network and the deep neural network? The concept, the function and the working is same. The only difference between the artificial neural network and deep neural network is that in artificial neural network, the number of hidden layers may be from 1, 2, 3 up to 5. But in case of deep neural network, these number of hidden layers may be up to 100 or maybe 150. So these huge number of hidden layers present into the neural network, so it is called as the deep neural network. So you have already familiar with this diagram. So in neural network, we are giving with the inputs. Each input is associated with weight values. Then this neuron will perform the summation of this input into weight, which is called as the weighted sum. And this weighted sum is then applied to the activation function, and this activation function will give you the output. That output is always binary output in terms of 0. This is the similarity between the biological neuron and the artificial neuron. The dendrites are replaced by the inputs. The dendrites are the receptors which receives the information. In this case, inputs are the information which we are feeding as the or which we are giving as the input to the neuron. Then cell nucleus is replaced by the node. Synapses are replaced by the weights, and axons are replaced by the output. So this is the working of artificial neural network. Inputs are given, weights are assigned, then summation of this weight into input plus the bias value. So this bias value is the internal potential of the neuron that can be added to the activation value. So when we find the activation value, it is the summation of weights into input plus the bias value. That activation value is provided to the activation function, and according to that activation function, your output is 1 or 0 depending on the condition. So these are some of the activation functions. You are already familiar with the function, that is sigmoid function and the threshold function, which is used in the simple artificial neural network. These are the 4 activation functions which are used in the deep neural network. One is sigmoid, threshold, ReLU function and hyperbolic tangent function. Out of this, ReLU function is the most popularly used function in the deep learning. So first function is called as the sigmoidal function. Why we need generally these activation functions? These activation functions brings the non-linearity in the output. So we need this activation function. So first function is the sigmoid function. The equation for this